Close your eyes and imagine the land of ancient Egypt. The golden sun rises above the endless desert, and the river Nile shines like a silver ribbon through the land. Along its banks, life blooms. Farmers work the fields, children play, and priests walk in the shadow of giant temples. But above all, standing tall like gods on earth, were the pharaohs. They weren't seen as simple rulers. No, for the people of Egypt, the pharaoh was a living god, chosen by the divine to protect and guide his people. His voice was law, his image carved in stone, his soul destined to live forever. From the mighty pyramids to the mysterious Sphinx, every stone whispered the power of the pharaohs. And yet, behind the golden glory lay secrets, struggles, and stories that continue to amaze the world even today. To the people of Egypt, the pharaoh was not just a king. He was the bridge between the gods and humanity. His crown carried symbols of divine power: the cobra for protection, the vulture for wisdom. Every monument, every statue, every temple was built to remind the people that their ruler was eternal. But power also brought danger. Behind the walls of palaces, pharaohs faced conspiracies, betrayals, and even murder. Some ruled with wisdom and kindness, while others were feared as tyrants. Still, no matter their character, every pharaoh shared the same destiny: to be remembered as a god on earth. While pharaohs ruled from palaces, ordinary Egyptians lived lives filled with both hardship and joy. Farmers planted wheat along the Nile, craftsmen carved statues and jewelry, and scribes wrote stories on papyrus scrolls. Religion was everywhere. The Egyptians worshipped dozens of gods: Ra, the sun god who gave life; Osiris, lord of the afterlife; and Isis, goddess of magic and motherhood. Daily life was a dance of work, family, and faith, all tied to the rhythm of the river Nile, which flooded each year to bring fertile soil. And in every corner of life, one idea remained powerful: death was not the end. It was only the beginning of eternity. Even today, the pyramids of Egypt stand as one of the greatest mysteries in human history. Towering over the desert, built from millions of stone blocks, each weighing tons, and yet raised without modern machines. How did they do it? Some believe tens of thousands of workers labored day and night, pulling stones with ropes and wooden sleds. Others think secret ramps were built to move the blocks into place. What we know for sure is that these pyramids were more than tombs. They were stairways to the heavens, monuments designed to last forever, so that pharaohs could join the gods in the afterlife. And inside these pyramids, treasures and secrets waited, hidden for thousands of years. The Egyptians believed death was only the beginning of another journey. To prepare for the afterlife, pharaohs and nobles were mummified. Their bodies were carefully preserved, wrapped in linen, and placed in golden coffins. Beside them, treasures, food, and even pets were buried. Everything they might need in the next world. The Book of the Dead, filled with magical spells, was placed in their tombs to guide their souls through dangerous trials in the afterlife. The heart of the dead would be weighed against the feather of truth. If the heart was pure, the soul lived forever in paradise. If not, it was devoured by a monster, and the soul was lost for eternity. One of the most famous pharaohs was Tutankhamun, the boy king who ruled at only 9 years old. His tomb, hidden for centuries, was discovered in 1922 by archaeologist Howard Carter. Inside lay treasures beyond imagination: golden chariots, jeweled masks, and the most iconic of all, the golden mask of Tutankhamun. But with this discovery came whispers of a curse. Many who entered the tomb fell ill or died mysteriously. Newspapers called it the curse of the pharaohs. Was it real or just coincidence? No one knows for sure, but the legend remains, adding mystery to Tutankhamun's story. Thousands of years later, Egypt's legacy still shines. The pyramids inspire engineers, the gods inspire artists, and the mummies continue to reveal secrets of ancient science. From Hollywood movies to video games, the image of pharaohs and their treasures still captures our imagination. They remind us of humanity's eternal dream, to leave a mark that lasts forever. And so, when we look at the pyramids, at the golden mask of Tutankhamun, or even at the hieroglyphs carved on stone, we are not just looking at the past. We are hearing the voice of a civilization that whispers across time. We were here, we were powerful, and we will never be forgotten. But the mysteries of ancient Egypt do not end with the pyramids or the pharaohs. Even today, archaeologists uncover secrets buried for thousands of years beneath the sands. Each discovery, a hidden tomb, a forgotten temple, or a single piece of jewelry, adds a new chapter to the story of this timeless civilization. Imagine standing in the Valley of the Kings, where countless pharaohs were buried in tombs carved deep into the rock. The walls glow with paintings of gods, stars, and journeys through the afterlife. Every symbol was carefully drawn to guide the pharaoh's soul on its eternal voyage. Some tombs remain untouched to this day, waiting for the right moment to reveal their secrets. And then there is the enigma of the Great Sphinx, a lion's body with the head of a king, staring endlessly at the horizon. Was it built to guard the pyramids, or to mark a hidden chamber below the sands? Even modern science has no clear answer. The Sphinx remains a riddle carved in stone. Beyond the monuments and treasures, what truly makes Egypt eternal is its legacy of knowledge. The Egyptians were masters of mathematics, astronomy, and medicine. They studied the stars to predict the floods of the Nile. They performed complex surgeries, and they created one of the earliest systems of writing: hieroglyphs, symbols that told stories, prayers, and history on stone walls and papyrus scrolls. Through these writings, we hear their voices across time. A farmer complaining about taxes, a love poem written to a young bride, a prayer whispered to the gods. These voices remind us that the people of Egypt were not so different from us. They dreamed, they loved, they feared, and they hoped. And perhaps that is why Egypt still fascinates the world. It is not only the gold, the temples, or the mummies that capture our imagination. It is the humanity behind them. The desire to be remembered, the belief in eternity, and the hope that our stories will never be forgotten. So when you see the pyramids rising from the desert, or hear the haunting sound of the Ney echoing through time, remember this: Egypt is not just history. It is a mirror of our own search for meaning, for power, and for immortality. The sands of Egypt may shift, the temples may crumble, but the spirit of the pharaohs lives forever, in stone, in story, and in us.